Hey everybody, welcome to Ask AdWords. I'm Alex.
And I'm Joe.
Got a question this week about match types. If you want us to answer your question, just send it in over social media with the hashtag AskAdWords, or just leave a comment in this video and hopefully we'll get to it in future episodes. But the question this week comes in from Tomislav, who asks, can you explain the difference between broad match and broad match modifier?
Great. So when you set up your account, you have a big decision to make. If you have a keyword that is red shoes, you need to decide when someone types in something, are you going to show? So if they type in red shoes, are you going to show? Red shoe, shoes red, where can I find red shoes?
Burgundy shoes.
Burgundy shoes, red cheap shoes. Like, these are all decisions you need to make. The way that you do that is through match types. So the first one is broad match, which basically means that your ad is going to show when someone types in a synonym or relevant search associated with red shoes. So the order doesn't matter. They don't have to type in those words, but as long as it's related to red shoes, you would show.
You're eligible to show, yeah.
Which is different than broad match modifier, which you can talk about.
Yeah, so broad match modifier. So red shoes, like we said on broad match, means, show me for related phrases, synonymous phrases, right? Enter me into those auctions. I want to show for people doing those types of searches. Broad match modifier is slightly different. You're still going to show for related and synonymous phrases.
Yes.
But if you put a plus sign in front of any of the phrases in your keyword phrase, so again, using red shoes, if you put a plus sign, as if it's the first letter in one of the words in front of like red, or in front of shoes, or in front of both, you're telling the system, still show me for related searches, but the person had to have typed in this specific word that I've modified with this plus sign. So let's say we modified the word shoes in red shoes. So it's red space plus sign shoes. What that means is that somebody could still do a search for burgundy shoes and you might show up. They could search for, what's the best pair of shoes that are red. That would be weird, but they could
it's
do
possible.
That and you could potentially show up. The point is they're using the word shoes in their search and your ad could potentially show. And so if you're looking for, to still show for related phrases, right, you don't want to sit there and have to type in every single search that you can think of, which you might have to do if you were on an even more restrictive match type like exact or phrase, you might consider broad match modifier, which still gives you the ability to, still show for related searches, but be a little bit more precise in what you're actually going to show up for. And again, you can put a plus sign in front of one word, two words, all the words in a phrase, then that will guarantee that that word was at least typed in for you to be entered into the auction.
Yeah, and one thing to note is that if you have red space and then plus shoes, if someone types in red shoe, your ad is still going to show because we're going to show relevant variations of shoes.
Close variations, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, like singular, plural, it's very minor
ING,
spellings.
shoeing, I guess.
Yeah, another
Snowshoeing.
grammatically. I think shoeing is not snowshoeing is the thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so red snowshoeing, red snowshoes. You could show up for all of these exciting things.
Thanks so much for watching this Ask AdWords episode. Have a good one.
Bye. Sure. It's a good question. It's a really nuanced question. If you want to get into what impression share is for people that aren't familiar.
Exactly. Impression share is actually very valuable information. What I would suggest, if there are more than one word in the keyword match, so if it's like, red shoes, yes, quotation marks around it versus the plus sign is going to make a difference. In general, for those of you out there,
Applied times, I think, 30.4. You won't go over that amount at the end of the month. If you do, we'll credit you back. But day to day, you'll see your budget or the actual